If life had taken 10% longer to evolve on Earth, it wouldn't exist at all. Almost 50 years ago, we said our goodbyes to Voyager 1, sending it on a mission of no return, a mission that was supposed to open new portals in our understanding of the solar system. Like a faithful servant, Voyager 1 has been sending back hordes of data to Earth, exposing mind-boggling discoveries about our cosmos and taking us on a journey into new worlds we never knew existed. Now, Voyager has taken its job too far by dropping an interstellar shocker on the laps of scientists. Scientists couldn't believe their eyes as they glanced in amazement at the astonishing data that Voyager 1 just transmitted to Earth, a terrifying discovery that is on the verge of rewriting cosmic history as we know it. What's this alarming discovery that Voyager 1 just uncovered? Is it true that the Voyager has crossed into interstellar space? Join us on this intriguing cosmic journey as we explore what happened. Interstellar space has seen nothing like Voyager 1 before, as the scientific work of art has explored depths in our cosmos that shock even the best of scientists. This engineering enigma has traveled into regions that we never anticipated, uncovering mind-blowing discoveries that are rewriting our understanding of interstellar space. For over 45 years now, Voyager 1 has unveiled shocking findings that astronomers never envisioned we would come across, at least not in the spacecraft's lifetime. Alas, we couldn't have been more wrong, because Voyager 1 has astounded everyone by surviving beyond its expected lifespan. Like a Shakespearean fairy tale, Voyager 1 has not only exceeded its projected lifespan but has ventured into distances that have left the entire scientific community speechless. We can't help but be in awe of a spacecraft that is billions of miles away from its launch pad, a spacecraft that has wowed everyone with its genius in rewriting the tenets of space exploration. Thanks to Voyager 1, scientists have been forced to discard some limiting beliefs and embrace new thought models when it comes to interstellar space voyages. It's almost like we were learning from the books right from scratch. Voyager 1 has held everyone spellbound by its insane ability to still send back data to Earth despite its extremely far distance in space. What's more dumbfounding is that we are constantly receiving data from the spacecraft despite its outdated technology. It doesn't make sense. The spacecraft doesn't care about how this makes us feel because it has widened a surprise on our faces with its latest goosebumps-tingling discovery. This is one discovery scientists haven't stopped talking about ever since they interpreted the recent message that the Voyager sent to Earth. It appears that the Voyager may have presented us with the interstellar discovery of the decade, a discovery we didn't have to lift a finger to find. What more could we ask for? The journey to unlocking the secrets of the cosmos didn't start today, but dates as far back as 1965 when the engine of space exploration was just kicking off. We can't tell the story without mentioning Gary Flandreau, who worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. He was the luminous mind tasked with modifying the optimal path for a space probe that would reach the distant giants of our solar system, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Flandreau took on this daunting task with great faith and determination drove Flandreau as he got to work immediately, putting his pencil to great use for several hours. Then, he discovered the unthinkable. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, all four gas giants would align in a cosmic dance, forming a celestial necklace with the Earth. This was a once-in-a-lifetime event, a historic moment that we may never get to see again. From the data that Flandreau had unearthed, it was evident that a spacecraft passing by each planet could gain a speed boost from its gravitational pull, as if an invisible rope was pulling it. It dawned on Flandreau that a journey from Earth to Neptune would have taken 30 years, however, the script had flipped thanks to the calculations deduced from this finding. According to the captivating image painted in Flandreau's mind by this latest discovery, this journey could be shortened to 12 years due to these gravity assists. Without wasting time, Flandreau relayed his findings to the top brass of NASA and advised that concrete plans be made to seize the opportunity this remarkable cosmic event would offer. This extraordinary cosmic alignment only occurs once every 176 years. Like a deer running to safety, NASA sprang into action immediately to avoid missing out on this golden opportunity. The opportunity didn't come as a surprise to astronomers when the space agency launched two twin spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, within 15 days of each other in 1977. The space probes left the shores of Earth for space with one mandate ingrained in their computer system: explore the distant giants in our solar system. Although scientists were optimistic that these space explorers would uncover groundbreaking discoveries, nothing had prepared them for the record-breaking findings these space probes would stumble upon during this monumental voyage. The twin spacecraft lived up to their name by successfully embarking on a cosmic journey that has greatly enlightened our understanding of the solar system and interstellar space. Naturally, one would expect that their light would fade with time. However, we couldn't have been more wrong, because these spectacular space explorers continue to blaze strongly in space, exploring depths we never imagined they could reach and keeping us informed about their findings through the data they send back to Earth. They have secured their place in history by venturing into the farthest distances ever traveled by any space probe in human history. Moreover, they consistently amaze everyone by being the oldest known spacecraft still in operation. We can't help but have the drums rolling in their commendation, especially since their original mission duration was supposed to last for only 4 years. However, they shocked skeptics and everyone at large by surpassing the limits placed on their existence. The story keeps getting more glorious with each passing day, and scientists can't seem to get enough of the astonishing discoveries that the Voyager crafts continue to bring our way. In the early days of their journey, these heroic spacecraft provided us with thrilling, up-close views of Jupiter and Saturn. They removed the veil from our eyes regarding our perception of these giant planets, correcting misconceptions and expanding the lens through which we view these distant worlds. Thanks to their voyage across the vast chasm that had limited our understanding of these distant giants, our perspective began to shift as our eyes became configured to the exciting new worlds that we didn't know existed in Jupiter or Saturn. Amazed scientists, who couldn't hide their astonishment at the fact that these worlds were strikingly more beautiful, active, and dynamic than we could have ever imagined. Astronomers almost screamed in joy when the data provided by these space probes showed that these planets housed active volcanoes and magnificent ice fields. It was as if scientists had been granted entry into a Disneyland filled with the most impressive space discoveries they could think of. Who would have imagined that a spacecraft, nothing more than a vintage Volkswagen Beetle, could tread into uncharted territory and return with unimaginable discoveries, the kind we had never seen or heard before? Like a brave hunter daring to go into the thick of a dense forest, Voyager 2 did the unexpected by becoming the first spacecraft to get so close to Uranus in 1986, continuing on this mind-blowing trail until it glided past Neptune in 1989. So far, the history books hold Voyager 2's name as the only spacecraft to have traveled such lengths in exploring these two ice giants. What historians find even more astonishing are the landmark discoveries that these iconic visits brought to life. We would have remained in the dark regarding our perception of these two distant worlds if Voyager 2 hadn't dared to travel that far, a journey that has now placed it over 14 billion miles from our planet. Voyager 1, however, wouldn't have been able to defy everyone's expectations all by itself. Early in its journey, it had to receive help. This became evident when its monumental voyage began with a gravity assist from Venus, a maneuver never attempted before by any spacecraft on its way to Mercury. The Voyager craft's journey is filled with records of many firsts, setting milestones each passing day as they sailed through the enchanting waves of interstellar space. As exciting as this tale sounds, it wasn't an easy ride for the Voyagers. It might seem like a piece of cake now, but decades ago, when the space probes were climbing through the different stages of their journey, tense atmosphere overshadowed them. We see evidence of this in their multiple attempts to achieve the necessary maneuver to Mercury. Furthermore, the first leg of their journey to Jupiter was far from smooth, as the voyage took them a distance 10 times farther from Earth than Mercury. This epic journey saw the probes navigate through the treacherous waves of the asteroid belt, a path that threatened to deter them from their goal. However, the crafts hadn't come this far to be discouraged, so they pressed on, blazing forward until they crossed the perilous region and continued their glorious exploration of the solar system. Although the Voyagers had successfully passed through the asteroid belt unharmed, their worries didn't end there. A host of challenges still awaited them along the way as they sailed through space. Scientists recognized that the Voyager was in a precarious position, especially considering that it only had 69 kilobytes of memory, equivalent to a fraction of a smartphone's storage capacity. Because of this limitation, the probe's computers had to rely on onboard systems to manage the complexities of their journey. It is interesting to note that the data obtained by the probe's instruments had to be stored on tape recorders before being sent back to Earth by a modest 23-watt transmitter, which was as powerful as a refrigerator light bulb. The Voyager's modest 23-watt transmitter faced significant challenges in staying connected with Earth. However, thanks to its 12-foot dish antenna, it could conveniently use radio communication traveling at the speed of light to send and receive messages. Nevertheless, we can't help but be in awe of the strikingly far distance these spacecraft have traveled, which positioned itself as a major stumbling block on their successful path of exploration. The massive distance made it increasingly difficult for the craft to maintain a stable connection with Earth. In fact, the signals from Voyager 2 took over 18 hours before they were intercepted by the ground team on Earth. This challenge was further exacerbated by the ever-rising interference from Earth's noise, including radios, televisions, and cell phones, which made it even more difficult to hear the faint whispers coming from the spacecraft. Despite these hurdles, Voyager 2 continued to push the boundaries of interstellar exploration, defying the odds stacked against it.